Now, public speaking, I mean, you can look at a number of different polls, but most polls, when counting down the number one fear, public speaking ranks at the top, at least in the industrialized world. That's just so bizarre, because as Nicole was saying, this is something we do all the time. It's involved in your daily life, everywhere you go, everything you do. You're speaking, you're presenting, you're in front of your peers, you're in front of strangers. Why does this terrify so many people, above the fear of death even? Some people would rather die than get what I'm doing right now. Jerry Seinfeld said, you know, if you go to a funeral, you're better off being in the casket than giving the eulogy. You know, talking in front of people terrifies everyone. And I've been exploring that more, and it really kind of baffles me. And I'm guilty of it too. I still get nervous. You know, I raised my hand. I'm one of the twos. I still have some fear when I get up here. But I do think that fear, as Nicole was saying, is actually a very good thing. And I don't just mean for public speaking, I mean for your life. If you're not doing something that scares you at least a little bit, then it probably means you're not challenging yourself. You're not stepping out. You're not trying something new. You have your comfort zone, right? Your safe little bubble. You know how it operates in there. You know what to expect. Everything else that you want in your life, all of your dreams, all of your ambitions, they exist outside of your comfort zone. The edge of your comfort zone is made up of your fears, sometimes your deepest fears. So if you want to be growing, if you want to be expanding, you're going to brush up against some fear. Public speaking is no different. If you want to hone your skills, you have to step into that fear. It will be uncomfortable at first. It will make you nervous at first. So what? Just get up here and do it anyway. Now, when people come up here and they start to get really nervous and they start to get really tight, I think the reason why public speaking is the number one fear is because it relates to a different fear that the majority of humans on this earth have. And that is this fear of concerning yourself about what other people think about you. Think about that. If you didn't care what anybody in the audience thought about you, you'd probably walk up here really confident, doing whatever it is you have to do, whatever information you want to share. It's just going to come out nice and fluid because you're not concerned with how they're viewing you, how they're judging you, how they're looking at you. You're just going to be you. But as human beings, we all tend to care what other human beings think about us. Sometimes that's our friends and family, but sometimes it's complete strangers, people you've never met before, people that you'll probably meet again, and yet you're letting their perception of you, they may not even be paying attention to you, but in your mind, you assume that they're looking at you, you assume that they're judging you, and now you change your behavior as a result. A real simple example of this is when I'm on the train sometimes, and I'm listening to my music, and I'm really getting in the zone, and I feel like dancing, and I kind of hold myself back. There's other people watching me, and so I kind of shuffle my feet a little bit, and I'm like, but I'm not really getting into it the way I want to be. And I'm giving them this power over me that they are going to dictate me in that moment, and they're going to stop me from doing what it is that I want to do. The truth is, they don't care if I dance or not. In fact, there have been many times when I love to see someone else dancing. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel happy. I don't judge that person. I'm actually encouraging them. The same thing would happen if I would just stop caring so much about what other people think and just lived in my own moment. So with public speaking, this is something I'm really learning to embody. Yes, I want to be accepted by the audience. Yes, I want my message to ring true and do something for them. But if I walk up there worrying only about that, then I'm not going to deliver that message properly. And I'm actually going to be doing myself a disservice and doing them a disservice. If you want to be good at public speaking, you have to put down that fear, this belief that everybody's out there to judge you. Think about when you are in the audience. Are you rooting for the person on stage to bomb? Do you want to see them fail? No way. You want to see a great performance. You want to see them do something and say something amazing. You root for them. It's the same thing with they're rooting for you too. But you have to get out of your head. You are creating all of this anxiety and all of this fear, all of this doubt, but it's totally fictitious. Just like with the rest of the fears in your life. They don't actually mean anything. They have no power over you except for the power that you give it.